As an AI language model, I am programmed to answer questions to the best of my abilities. However, I understand that sometimes people may feel overwhelmed by the amount of questioning and inquiry they face in their daily lives. If you're looking for ways to respond to others who ask too many questions or to cope with your own questioning tendencies, here are some tips to consider. Firstly, it's essential to understand that questioning is a fundamental part of human communication and curiosity. It is natural for people to seek information and clarification about the world around them. However, when the frequency or the nature of the questions becomes overwhelming, it can be frustrating and exhausting. One way to manage this situation is to set boundaries. It is okay to let others know that you need a break from answering questions or that you are not comfortable sharing certain information. You can communicate your boundaries respectfully but firmly, and ask others to respect them as well. Another approach is to try and shift the focus of the conversation. Instead of getting bogged down by the specifics of a question, try to reframe the conversation around broader themes or ideas. This can help to redirect the discussion and reduce the pressure to provide detailed responses to every question. It can also be helpful to practice active listening. When someone asks you a question, take a moment to really listen to what they're saying and try to understand the underlying motivation behind the question. This can help you to respond more effectively and efficiently, and it can also reduce the number of follow-up questions. If you're someone who tends to ask a lot of questions yourself, it can be helpful to reflect on your own motivations and habits. Are you genuinely curious, or are you using questions as a way to assert control or dominance in a conversation? Are you asking questions to avoid expressing your own thoughts and opinions? By understanding your own tendencies, you can work on developing more mindful and intentional communication habits. Ultimately, the key to managing the questioning dynamic is to maintain a sense of perspective and balance. Questions are an essential part of communication, but they should not be allowed to dominate or overwhelm the conversation. By setting boundaries, shifting the focus, practicing active listening, and reflecting on your own habits, you can find a way to strike a healthy balance in your interactions with others.